Happy Thanksgiving, baby. Welcome back to podcast Room 303, episode 154. I'm your host, Jermaine Colon Mendez. This is my co-host, Nicholas Morahan. And as always, we have with us Nevada Putnam. Still just doesn't roll off the tongue. I'll get it one of these days. Are we officially using Nutty Putty?
Nutty Putty.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Nutty Putty is now on the board. All right, we'll start with you, Nevada. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Well, I've been better.
It's Thanksgiving week.
Jermaine likes you already because you asked how he's doing.
Is that a podcast first?
I think it is.
Damn, look at that. What a gentleman. This is why Nevada is sick.
Yeah, EPs take care of their people.
Unless you're Elon Musk.
Blue check. Hey, we can all get verified now for only 32 or only $24 a month as a podcast.
$24 a month?
Mm-hmm.
That's not worth it.
No, each of us can be verified.
Yeah, I thought it was
for $8 a month.
Oh, you meant total for the three of us. No, it's not worth it. I'm good. I don't value that blue little check mark. Just like I don't value a piece of paper from a college. Like, they don't add value.
Two of them.
Two of them?
I have two of them.
Oh, yeah?
Not only is it Thanksgiving season, but it's also duck hunting season. I only say that because I have my duck call in my hand right now because my hunting bag was on the ever-popular popcorn couch with me.
When did it open? Have you gone already?
No, not yet.
When did it open?
The 18th of November. This last Friday or this last Saturday.
All right. Once we hit the 5-minute mark, you're gonna have to put that down. It can't just be randomly interjected into this.
No, it's good. I'm gonna put it down now after one more. That's okay.
Do you think that's how they got? Do you think that's how they recorded Donald Duck's voice? It was just somebody talking into it.
It was just come here, Duck.
All right, so on today's episode 154, we're getting into NFL Week 12. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're already at Week 12, and that means we're 1 week away from the much maligned return of Deshaun Watson. For some reason, Odell Beckham Jr. has been dominating the headlines. Will he? Won't he? I don't give a fuck. Don't talk about OBJ until he decides. Deshaun Watson.
What's holding him back? What's holding OBJ back?
Him. It's him. He has not decided to sign with a team.
He wants to see how the playoff picture's shaking out.
That's exactly what he's doing. And it's smart. I'm not knocking OBJ. It's smart. Just stop reporting it. You have literally told me he's signing with 9 to 10 different teams. Like, you're just waking up and writing a new article for a new team that you think he'd fit on. It's Odell Beckham Jr. We saw what he was doing in the Super Bowl. We know what he's capable of. We don't need you to remind us. How about you sit there by your phone, and when OBJ calls you and tells you, hey, I'm signing with the Dallas Cowboys, which is where it seems apparent right now, then you report it, and then we talk about it. Until then, the most fascinating story is going to be the Week 13 return of Deshaun Watson.
How effective is Odell going to be when he gets back, though? Because he just had a torn ACL in the Super Bowl.
Look, man, I don't.
Was he AP?
Yes. You're asking me to answer a question that there is no way I could even. I can't answer that. Odell Beckham has like what 3 or 4 like huge big time leg injuries. I don't know how much is left, but it's a fascinating story. I'll be excited when he gets back on the field because sports is better when everyone's healthy. But until then, until he's actually getting ready to get on a field, stop talking about him. You know Odell loves this right now.
Oh yeah. It's LeBron in the offseason to him right now.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is I'm sitting here right now opening the show talking about how much I'm annoyed talking about Odell Beckham. So we're going to go ahead and move on. So as always, we'll cover our NFL Week 11 slate. Excuse me. We'll go into NFL Week 12, which has a pretty exciting batch of games, and then we'll go ahead and we'll go and get into head to head, which we forgot to do, courtesy of Nick talks out of his ass. Let's go ahead and recap last week's head to head. Nevada, do you have the head to head up right now, or do you want me to go through it?
I do have it. All right. So for last week, Jermaine, you had KC and the Chargers under 50 points at -110. That's an L. Nick
That was rude.
had New England -3, -110.
Yeah.
That was a dub.
Yeah.
And then Eric was kind enough to put in his head-to-head bet as well. And for some reason, he decided to take Carolina Panthers money line at +500.
Yeah, you did, Eric. Good bet.
Yeah. Also an L.
Good take.
All right, give us our overall records in the head to head, please.
Jermaine, you currently sit at 3-7. Nick is at 5-5. Eric is coming back to earth at 6-4.
Yeah. So, just a little context on how we got to Eric getting a Carolina money line for his pick. So, whenever you miss an episode, the co-hosts that actually showed up and did their job get to decide what your pick for the week is in head to head. And we actually considered giving him Carolina +13, but Nick and I were like, no, that's probably going to hit. So we gave him Carolina money line, which also looked pretty good, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, until basically halfway through the fourth quarter, that was hitting.
Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. So Eric did have a shot at actually cashing that one, but because he wasn't there, much like he isn't here this week, and this week we will allow Nevada to pick on his behalf. We'll just make that the executive producer column. And all right, so that wraps up head to head. I'm 3-7, Nick's 5-5, Eric's 6-4. Nevada, walk us through the week 11 picks between Nick and myself.
All right, so Jermaine, you started off with Cleveland +8 at -110. That one missed. You had Lions Giants over 45.
No, wait. Cleveland pushed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, they pushed.
Got it.
Detroit and the Giants over 45 -110 hit. Patriots money line -175 hit. Baltimore Carolina under 41 at -110 hit. Carolina covering the spread at +13 -110 hit. Chicago money line at +145 missed. Saints money line -175 hit. Broncos money line -150 miss.
That's right.
Minnesota money line +105 missed. Cincy covering the spread at -4 at a 110 bet hit. We already talked about the KC and Chargers under 50. And now currently the Niners and Cardinals, we have under 43.5 at -110. And this game is currently, it looks decent. And then we also
what's the score?
24-10.
What quarter is it?
They're just about done with the third.
Oh,
So that's going to come down to it. And then Niners money line and Niners spread to cover at 8. Let's see, Nick.
what's my current record? Did you say that already?
Current minus the San Fran stuff would be 6-4-1.
Awesome. Okay. All right.
So could pop up there to 9-4-1. We'll see how this game turns out. But a pretty good week it looks like. Nick had Packers Titans under 41 at -110 miss.
Yes.
Browns and Bills playing in Detroit under 41.5 at -110 miss. Lions Giants over 45 -110 hit. New England covering the spread at -3.5 hit. Carolina and Baltimore, I believe you guys had the same picks. Carolina and Baltimore under 41 hit. Carolina +13 hit. Broncos and Raiders to tie almost hit. but it did not.
Devontae Adams said, "Eat your heart out, Nick."
Devontae Adams in overtime. I should have bet that game to go to overtime. But,
Yeah.
alas.
Vikings money line at plus 105. He took Kirk Cousins in prime time. Not a smart move, but he lost.
Was it Kirk
Pittsburgh.
Cousins in prime time?
I really do think that 125 game is considered prime time.
I don't think it
everyone
is.
tells me no, so
It's not.
It's all
Thursday
right.
night, Sunday night, Monday night. Those are the 3 primetime games of the week.
Sure, that's
right,
cool.
Whatever.
But he did
let's
lose.
see.
Very bad.
In prime time.
Yeah.
Not primetime.
Let's see here. Pittsburgh covered the spread at plus 4, minus 110. Miss. Pittsburgh money line also missed.
So close.
KC to cover the spread at minus 5.5 missed.
So close.
KC and Chargers to go to overtime. Again, so close, but missed. Which would have led into your parlay of a Raiders Broncos tie and a KC Chargers overtime. Just missed it.
What tell me the odds on that again, Nevada?
53,450.
$20 would have won me $10,000 off something that was went into overtime and was 27 seconds away from going into overtime.
We were drunk too, and you just cooked that fucking thing up and almost hit.
Man.
See, real quick update on the 49ers Cardinals game. It's now at 41 points with a full quarter to go. So looks like that over's gonna hit.
Hey, chill out. They could not score in the fourth quarter. Whose side are you on?
I'm just on side effects.
You're a menace. You know that?
Menace to society.
And then you had was it a favorites parlay if I remember correctly?
That is correct.
You had Washington, Baltimore, New England, KC, and San Francisco. And I believe
Riders don't cash out early unless it's a lot of money.
Yep, got to get that San Francisco money line.
Let's see. I think there was
and we were a Pittsburgh loss away from catching a plus $1,500 parlay.
Yep. Nick, as far as your weekly nuggets go, Patriots money line hit.
Whoop,
Carolina,
whoop.
Baltimore under 41 hit.
Whoop, whoop.
Carolina covering the spread hit.
Whoop, whoop.
And the only miss was Bears money line.
And just barely missed.
Yep.
Bro, the Falcons continue to fuck me. I picked them to beat the Chargers. They lose by 3 on just that audacious, ridiculous big man fumble, run down the field, fumbles again, and then the Chargers kick a field goal.
Right.
Now I pick Chicago money line, and they fucking make a field goal to win that game. You know how infuriating the Falcons are, man.
I do, yes.
God. There's a reason why I hate them. It's at my absolutely most. I hate them the most, and I celebrated their demise in the Super Bowl, as if I won the Super Bowl.
We had me and Nick were talking about it the other day. At one point in the season, the Falcons were 6-0 against the spread, and they are now. I think before Sunday's game, they're
6-5 now, I believe.
Yeah, 6-5. So they're hitting streaks. You just got to find the right one. So, something to consider.
God, fuck them. Oh man, Jimmy G has 189 yards passing right now and 3 touchdowns.
It's called efficiency, baby.
Yeah. That wraps up the Week 11 betting. Any other nuggets? Any other comments from Week 11 from you guys?
Onwards and upwards.
It's looking like San Fran -8 is going to hit. So I should end up 8-5-1 on the week, and Nick should end up 6-9 on the week. So if we took those totals,
Should be 6 and 7.
So I'm looking at 8-5-1. I'll be 30, 26-1, and Nick will be 6-9. He'll be 30-25. Get the fuck out of here. You're gonna be 30-25 as well.
Yep. Great minds.
Holy shit, that's spooky. And then Knicks Nuggets currently sit at 14-14, so they're 500 on the season. Typically, Knicks Nuggets has some dogs, so if you've been betting it, you probably up some unit sizes. But that's all I've got. Nevada, go ahead and take us into the Week 12 slate. Actually, is there anything that we want to talk about from Week 11? Anything that we saw? Any of the games? Anything interesting?
Yeah. So holding the Ravens defense or the Ravens offense to 13 points should not be a qualification to get you promoted from interim status to full-time head coach when your full-time head coaching record is 4-12. Like I'm starting to think that David Tepper, the Carolina Panthers owner, does not know how to run a football team.
Bro, if you want a defensive coach, go get Brian Flores.
Yeah, or anyone else, or someone who wasn't 4-12. He's already proved he can't do it with a team that is the Carolina Panthers on the West Coast, aka the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, and it's not going to get better. It's not like you're well, actually, where are you guys sitting at in the draft order currently?
It's a great question. Keep talking while I look it up.
Because I know the Bears just jumped into the top 3. And Justin Fields is
Carolina's 2.
Carolina's number 2.
Number 2.
All right, so maybe you do get a quarterback. The Bears have and Justin Fields have acquitted themselves quite nicely, surprisingly. My bold prediction that they're sacrificing Justin Fields to the gods has been, well, he did just get hurt because they have no offensive line. But, speaking of, did you see that highlight of, it's like there was a throw from Derek Carr to Josh Jacobs in the flat, and they're in the end zone, and they hike the ball. The left tackle shoots up and doesn't do anything. And the left tackle is here. I'm gonna change the view of the cameras real quick so my hands can provide aid. The left tackle's next to the left guard, right? The ball is hiked and the left guard pushes this way to block his guy, right? And the left tackle is supposed to obviously follow the left guard and block his guy that direction because that's how offensive lines work, right? No. The left guard picks up, does his job, pushes this way. The left tackle stands up and stands there, creates a giant hole this wide. A Broncos player shoots through that hole and is in Derek Carr's face immediately. It is, when you're talking about swinging gate, it is literally the definition of it. This left tackle was like, he didn't even look at the guy. He didn't even know the guy was rushing. I have
Must
no
be a
clue.
primary pass protector too, which is hilarious.
I have no clue what he was looking at, but I was blown away, dude.
It's amazing.
Oh, what about those
room,
Minnesota? Go ahead.
I was going to say, I just got two of my favorite stats, two depressing stats. But I'll just read it. So the Jets lost by, what was it, 7 points?
7 points on a kick return at the end with a block in the back that they missed.
Right. I don't know if you guys saw this. The New York Jets averaged 2.7 inches of offense per play during the second half.
Zach Wilson was asked after the game whether the offense should apologize to the defense, and he had the audacity to say no.
Yeah, that is
Zipper Zachy. Whoa,
Zipper Zachy Dunsky.
What's the term for play? Oh yeah, dog shit. And then my other favorite stat. throwing shade. Buffalo had to move their game with the Browns to Detroit because they ended up getting 6 feet of snow. As such, since Buffalo was considered the home team in Detroit, that was the first time in Detroit that the home team had a winning record since September 15th, 2019.
That's rough. Speaking of, if we're going to give out some of those statistics, the Minnesota Vikings going into Week 11 were 8-1 and had a point differential of plus 35.
Oh yes,
the Minnesota Vikings coming out of Week 11 are 8-2 with a point differential of -2 points.
I love it.
They are the first team in NFL history to be 8-2 and have a negative point differential. Here's one of my absolute
0-1 since Chris Boyd's tweet.
Oh, let's go. It's Tyler Heineke's 1-0 since Chris Boyd's tweet. And
Taylor Heineke, yeah.
What did I call him?
Tyler.
Whatever. He won't be in the league next year. No, I'm just kidding. So the Denver Broncos.
Oh, yes.
The Denver Broncos, what's their record right now, Nevada? 3-7?
I know it ain't good.
Is it 3-7?
Do we really have 3 wins? Do we have 3 wins? Yeah, we do. Son of a gun. 3 wins. 3-7.
3-7. So the Denver Broncos would be it's 9-1 now because it happened again this week. The Denver Broncos, if they scored 18 points in regulation, would be 9-1 on the season. 18 points in regulation, they'd be 9-1. And finally, have you guys seen that New York Jets coin flip before the season bet streak?
The picture that's trending on social media.
Bro, they have been spot on. What's the win streak they're supposed to go on? It's Buffalo, Minnesota, Detroit, Jacksonville, and my memory gave out on there.
Yeah, it is.
Let's Seattle.
Let's also talk about yeah. So apparently they're gonna lose to Chicago, then go on like Jermaine said, at Minnesota, at Buffalo, Detroit, Jacksonville, Seattle win streak.
You know what?
Lose Week 18 against Miami, win the wild card, win the division, and lose in the AFC Championship.
So because of this, I'm going to effectively kill this coin flip streak. Nevada, give me Chicago money line right now.
You want that locked in or just
that? Yeah, that's going to be one of my picks for Week 12. I'm taking Chicago money line. Hey, if the Jets are supposed to lose, I'll take Chicago money line. The problem is they're probably going to bench Zach Wilson, which they absolutely should. They're clamoring for Joe Flacco. You know how bad your quarterback play has to be to beg Joe Flacco to start?
I think he's better than Zipperzaki will.
I know, but it's you're begging for 38. I don't know how old he is, but you're begging for 38-year-old Joe Flacco. Like, that's how bad your season is right now. Also, if the Jets make the playoffs and they bench Zach Wilson and put Joe Flacco in, oh yeah, Joe Flacco's winning those 2 playoff games and losing to the championship because Joe Flacco is a playoff quarterback. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Also, do you think Zadarius Smith still is waking up feeling like he's 9-1 today?
I think so, yeah.
Did you see that video?
No.
I sent it to the group. The Zadarius Smith is standing on, like, they're warming up in their end zone, right? They're getting ready It's real close to kickoff. Everyone's got helmets on. They're kitted up already. And he looks in the camera. He's like, I woke up feeling 9-1 today, baby.
Wow.
The Vikings did not, in fact, move to 9-1.
The Vikings need a social media ban. No Twitter, no video cameras. Shut up and play football.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so that's just some of the talking points I wanted to talk about this week.
And this week, do you know what we get? An actual primetime Kirk Cousins game. Thursday night, prime Kirk Cousins.
Oh, give me the Patriots.
Nevada, give me the Patriots money line as well.
Nevada, give me the Patriots money line. Let's go, baby. I will.
Patriots money line is going to be 120 plus 120.
Patriots money line. Let's ride.
I'm with it, bro. I will caveat my Chicago money line. If Justin Fields does not play, I'm not taking that bet.
Okay, you heard him.
Because I did forget about that.
Let's break down the Week 12 slate. You tell me. You tell us the games, the spread, the odds for faves and dogs, and the over/under. And I'll give betting nuggets if that game has it.
49ers over just hit.
49ers over just hit.
Correct.
Thanks a lot, Nevada.
You're welcome. Seeing into the future. Nostradamus here. All right. So this week we got Thanksgiving. So we got 3 Thanksgiving games. Fill up your belly, take a nap, and then watch Kirk Cousins get pummeled. So the first Thursday game is Buffalo staying in Detroit and actually playing the Detroit Lions. Buffalo's -9 at -110. Over-under is going to be 53, also at -110. Buffalo money line -425, and Detroit money line plus 340.
So this game is a half point away from meeting the Knicks betting nugget. Favorites with spreads greater than and equal to 9.5. And if the spread is greater than or equal to 9.5, you take the under. I believe this game opened at 10. So watch for it to come up the closer we get to Thursday.
What if that over/under 53 is gigantic?
Huge.
Do you think the Buffalo Bills are really going to give up that many points to the Detroit Lions?
How many points did Buffalo score last week in the Dome?
Oh, they went ham, bro. They went ham bone. But they held Carolina's rushing attack to like both running backs combined for like 50
Cleveland's
yards.
rushing attack.
Oh, actually, did you see Nick Chubb's line? Damn. Yeah, he got bottled up.
Yeah, he did. Jeez. They scored 31 points. Let's see. The Lions. I'll find the Lions line here.
The Lions beat the Giants, and they scored quite a bit of points.
Lions scored 31. Obviously not at home. In home games this year, the Lions have scored 15, 27, 45, 36, and 35.
None of those teams are the Bills, though.
One of the teams is the Eagles, though. One of the teams is the
that
teams
was
that
week
beat
1.
the Eagles, the Commanders.
Hey, let's not talk about the Eagles here.
One of the teams are the Seahawks.
The Seahawks
and the Dolphins.
I don't know. I think that over is just too high. I'm gonna put my money room. I'll take the under Buffalo Detroit game.
Okay.
Under 53.
I will agree with you if this spread goes to Buffalo -9.5.
All right, so I think no other action on this game. Nobody wants Detroit money line.
No,
we're not interested in that.
No.
Are the Lions on a streak right now? Does anyone know that? Where's my phone at?
The Lions are on a 2-game winning streak.
They are on a 2-game win streak. Yeah, they're not making it 3. We can keep it pushing.
Oh, excuse me. The Dolphins are on a 3-game winning streak right now.
The Lions.
They beat the Packers, the Bears, and the Giants. So they're coming in hot.
Ooh, This is an actually very interesting game.
Oh, and the Bills are kind of struggling a little bit.
Hey, plus 340. Can I interest you in plus 340, Nick?
Bills lost to the Jets, lost to the Vikings, beat the Browns by 8. No, I'm not taking it. It's going to be a great game to watch.
Almost had him. All right, Nevada, take us into the next game.
All right. Second game, Thanksgiving Day. The Giants are going into Jerry World and playing the Cowboys. Spread is at -9 for the Cowboys, -110. +9 at -110 for the Giants. Over/under is set at 44.5. Over at -115, under at -105. Giants money line +310. Cowboys are at -380.
So I think I already said this with the Buffalo game. This is just a half point over the Knicks betting, or a half point under the Knicks betting nugget. This game opened at -7. So a touchdown, Dallas being a touchdown favorite. So I don't anticipate this going any higher. If you can get it at Giants plus 9.5, I think this is another fascinating game. However,
Dallas is at home. The Giants just lost Wan'Dale Robinson.
let me sway you, Jermaine.
Okay.
In the last 5 years, the Giants have not beat the Cowboys in Dallas. Dallas is on a 5-game winning streak.
Which way was that supposed to sway me?
Off the Giants.
I wasn't on the Giants. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
you started talking before I was able to get my betting nugget in.
Oh, okay. My bad. I think Dallas -9 feels like a no-brainer. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do a Thanksgiving parlay. I'll take Bills spread, Cowboys spread, or actually,
yeah. Let's get the last game and then we'll say our Thanksgiving parlay.
yeah, we'll do it afterwards.
Either one of you got action?
No, there's no action. Sorry, no action on that one.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys money line in a parlay later.
Okay. Alrighty. And then finally, primetime matchup. We have the Hoodie and the Patriots going in to visit Kirk at primetime Thursday night. Patriots are the spread for the Patriots is +2.5 at -105. Vikings are favored at -2.5, -115. Over/under set at 42. And money line for the Patriots +120, -140 for the Vikings.
So I talk about this a lot. Vikings -2.5 point favorites. Favorites on the year, scoring less than 10 points the previous week, are 8-8-1, hitting at 50% against the spread.
Yeah, give me Patriots money line. Patriots.
We already saw it. Yeah.
Patriots money line. Patriots spread, and give me the under in this game.
Going for the trifecta, all right?
Now, Nick, are you actioning anything on this?
Yeah, I took Patriots money line already.
So Patriots money line. The Knicks nugget would be Patriots spread, right?
The nugget would be Vikings spread. Vikings -2.5.
Yeah, they're 8-8-1 on the year, right? So.
Yeah, I mean it would be no nugget.
All right. So, what is our Thanksgiving parlay? I'll ride with you. What's the Thanksgiving parlay?
Let's do.
Real quick, Jermaine, did you want over or under on the New England game?
I want under.
Under.
Let's do New England money line. Oh. I'm going to take the Buffalo Detroit under 53.
Oh, you're fading my pick. I got to take that. Oh, wait, no, I went.
You took the under.
Oh, I took the under. Yeah.
And Dallas -9. What does that pay, Nevada?
Stand by. Give them to me again here.
Buffalo Detroit under. I believe it was 53.
Okay.
New England money line. Almost messed up there.
Got it.
And Dallas -9.
Dallas -9. Plus 700.
Hey. That's some nice pizza money on Turkey Day.
That's a great bet. I love that parlay. So put that down for both of us, if you will, Nevada.
I'm about to bet that on Bovada right now.
Yeah, let me know what the juices you get.
If I can avoid typing parlay into Google.
All right, Nevada, take us into the next game the first game on Sunday, please.
First Sunday game is going to be a barn burner between two teams racing to the bottom. We got the Broncos. The Broncos flying east to go visit the Carolina Panthers and their new head coach, Steve Wilkes. Congrats to Steve. Broncos are favored at -2.5 at -110. Panthers at +2.5, -110. Over under is at 35. Broncos money line is -130, and Panthers money line is +110.
Gotta love that.
Did you see that over under, bro? They hit us with a 35.
Yeah. Let's see. For Nick's betting nuggets, team scoring less than 10 points the previous week and a dog of less than 10 points is actually 9-4 on the year. So give me Carolina. What did you say it was? What's their line right now, Nevada? Plus 2.5. I will take Carolina +2.5.
I was actually going to take Carolina money line. But I don't trust. I can't bet. I want to bet Carolina money line, but the juice is only +110. So I'll take the points. So give me +2.5 at -110. Maybe they can eke it out, but Denver can't score 18 points. Not in regulation, anyways. So maybe Melvin Gordon was the cure-all.
Maybe.
Dead weight, you bum.
Dead weight.
Dude, can I interest you in this over 35 at all?
No.
There's nothing It's so low you still don't want nothing to do with it.
Nope. Carolina's gonna win this game 18-17.
It's gonna push the over under. That's exactly what I expect from this game. I wonder if there's a way to bet that specific line.
Exact score.
Stand
by.
Give me that exact score line.
No, I can't get it yet. It hasn't posted yet.
All right.
We'll be able to get it tomorrow. Remind me tomorrow. Carolina Panthers exact score. Here it is. We'll fill it in next week. But I think exact score, Nevada, Carolina 18, Denver 17.
It's so great, dude.
Can you put does DraftKings have that exact score? Oh yeah, I got it. I can look it up on the DraftKings link. We were so close last year or last week to hitting that big beautiful bet. So let's see if we can hit it again.
Bro, that's so great. I just want to know if that hits or not. All right, Nevada, take us into the next game. We got nothing else for that juice wise.
Sounds good. Let's see here. We got Tampa Bay heading into Cleveland. Tampa is currently sitting at -3 for a -110. Cleveland +3, -110. Over under set at 43, -110 either way. Tampa money line -155, and the Browns money line +135.
Looking it up on Bovada. Let's go to Nick's Nuggets here.
Wait, exact score is +720, or is that for the Thanksgiving Day parlay?
That's for the Thanksgiving Day parlay.
Got it. Okay.
All right, Tampa Bay and Cleveland. So Tampa Bay, Todd Bowles, first-year head coach. However, he was a coach of the New York Jets from 2015 to 2018. During that time, coming off a bye, Todd Bowles was 1-3 straight up and 2-2 against the spread. Tampa Bay since 2019 is 1-2, both straight up and against the spread. And that is my only nugget.
Any action on this?
Nope.
So, what about rest advantage versus rest disadvantage? You don't have that pulled up for this one?
I do not.
Okay. Because Tampa Bay is coming off a bye, correct?
I mean, I guess that could be rest advantage, playing rest disadvantage, but that's more covered on coming off a bye, I feel like.
Okay. All right. So that I don't want anything on this one either. If I had to pick, I mean, I'll probably take the Tampa Bay spread, but I don't want anything.
Very good. We'll move on to third game on Sunday. We have Baltimore Ravens heading down south to go visit the Jags. Ravens are currently sitting at -4 for -110. Jags +4, -110. Over under 43.5. Baltimore is at a -205 money line, and the Jags are at +175.
So, Jacksonville coming off a bye. Doug Peterson, this is his first year as the Jacksonville head coach, but just like Todd Bowles, he has been with a coach before, 2016 and 2020. He was a Philadelphia Eagles coach. In that time, he was 2-4 straight up and against the spread. Jacksonville, since 2019, is 0-3 straight up and 1-2 against the spread. However, opponents the week after playing the Carolina Panthers, because of the Atlanta Falcons lucky win against the Bears, are now 1-7 straight up on the year. So I would like to play the Jacksonville money line.
It's straight up, right? Like that's the
straight up.
Jacksonville +175 looks good. I don't want anything, but I love it. Ride that wave, fucking Carolina. I'm good on this. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with that.
Alrighty, we'll move to the next one. The Houston Texans heading out to Miami, who's coming off a bye. Currently, Miami is sitting at -12.5 favorites. Houston at +12.5 dogs. Over under for this game is set at 45.5. Money line for Houston is +480, and the Dolphins money line -645.
Okay, couple of nuggets here. Miami coming off the bye. Mike McDonald, first-year head coach, doesn't really apply. Hasn't coached anywhere else. Miami since 2019, 2-1 straight up, and against the spread coming off a bye. Houston, with this +12.5 spread, dogs scoring less than 10 points the previous week, and then a spread in the current week of greater than 10 are 2-1 on the year. Third and final betting nugget. Favorites with spreads greater than or equal to 9.5 are 7-2 against the spread and 15-4 straight up. That's 7-12 against the spread is 36%. Additionally, if the spread is greater than or equal to 9.5, you take the under. That hits 12. That hits 12. That is 12-6. Which hits at 66% of the time. So for this bet, I would like to take, for this game, I would like to take Houston +12.5 and the Miami Houston under. Jermaine.
Yes. I was trying to see if I could parlay it on DraftKings. That's why I wasn't talking. I was trying to see if I could do Houston spread, the under, and Dolphins money line for one of them old fashioned same game parlays. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I'm riding both those bets. Yeah. That spread is gigantic. I love it. And the under looks juicy too. So
all right,
this will probably be the week it's wrong though.
Probably.
All right, next game. We got the Chicago Bears heading out east to go play the Jets.
Money line. Sorry, go ahead, Nevada. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Bears and Jets. Spread is currently sitting at 5. Jets are favored at 5, minus 110. Bears plus 5 at 110. Over under for this game is 41.5. Over is at minus 105. Under is at minus 115. Money line for the Bears plus 195. And money line for the Jets minus 230.
Teams scoring less than 10 points the previous week. And then favorites the current week, 8-1. That's 50%. Since we already ruled out the Minnesota -3, I actually want Jets -5. Give me the Jets to win by a touchdown, please, God.
I want the under. And then I've already said if Justin Fields plays, I'm going with that. I'm going with that Ricky Deek handwritten coin flip New York Jets schedule. I'll take the Bears money line in that one. So Nick and I are diametrically opposed on that one. So we will definitely one of us will get a dub.
Yep. Somebody's winning.
All right.
Is that your expert analysis?
Yep. Well, I mean, there's a chance that both of us don't win. And it ties.
All right, moving on, we have the Cincinnati Bengals going to play the Titans in Tennessee. Bengals are currently sitting at -1.5 favorites. Titans dogs at +1.5. Over under set at 42.5 for -110. Bengals money line is at -125. Titans is at +105.
Bengals and the Titans. Titans playing Thursday Night Football last week. It means they had the rest advantage. Since 2019, the Tennessee Titans with a rest advantage, 7-3 straight up and against the spread. Cincinnati with a rest disadvantage, 4-4 straight up, but 6-1-1 against the spread. Tell me again the line on this one, Nevada.
The line is at -1.5
for Cincinnati, right?
Correct.
I want Tennessee money line, please.
Me too. Yeah, I was waiting to get that Nick nugget out of them. I was just shaking my head because I already knew where I was at. This over under at 42.5 is so crazy to see on this game, but I don't want nothing to do with it. It's just
I think it goes over, but
me too. But I
think it goes well over.
I think this feels like a 27-24 kind of ball game, but I will not be betting it. Tennessee Titans money line though.
Got it. Next up, let's see, we got the Atlanta Falcons going to play the Washington Heinekees. The line is currently set at -4 for the Heinekees, +4 for the Falcons. Over under is set at 42. Money line for the Falcons is at +170, -200 for Washington.
Unfortunately, there is no Knicks betting nugget in this.
Yo, look.
Womp womp.
So the Washington Heinekees are 6-5, and the Atlanta Falcons are 5-6. That's so crazy to me. That's so.
What
crazy.
if I were to tell you that this game might determine a wild card? We might have a wild card rematch.
That's why I went to go look at the standings because I was like, "Yo, this is actually a super important game for both teams." Man. Unfortunately, I think I agree with Vegas's line on here. It's having the Commanders as the favorite. I want nothing to do with it. I'm good. Next game, please. I don't want to look at the Falcons anymore. What a garbage fire of a matchup, dude.
All right, moving into the afternoon games, we got the Raiders heading up north to play against Seattle. The line there is currently set at -3.5 for Seattle, +3.5 for the Raiders. Over under for this game, 47.5. Raiders money line +165, and the Hawks -195.
Seattle coming off a bye under Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll has been the coach not since 2019. I don't know why I typed that in here. Since 2010, Pete Carroll has been the head coach. 9-5 straight up, 7-6-1 against the spread. So I don't want Seattle spread, but I will take Seattle money line in a parlay. Parlay.
Okay. I was about to tell you that's almost -200, so that's one of your parlays, right? Okay. The Las Vegas Raiders are 1-0 since losing to a high school football coach.
Yeah, it galvanized the team.
And Derek Carr crying. So I want nothing to do with this. No, you can cry, just not on national television when you're the leader of the team. That's the small caveat. Cry in the locker room, then go give the press conference. Give the press conference, cry in the locker room. There was an order of operations, and Derek Carr did not follow it. That's how he got the wrong mathematical answer. All right, I don't want nothing to do with it. Let's get into the next game.
All right. Next game, we got a rematch of one of the greatest games we've seen in quite a while. We got the Rams going into KC to play the Chiefs.
A little bit
different this time. The line is currently set at -14.5 for the Chiefs, +14.5 for the Rams. Over on under is at 44. The Rams money line is +750. Chiefs money line -1150.
Bro, that money line number is so fucking gigantic.
So, spread's greater than you guys are gonna get sick of me saying it. If the spread is greater than 9.5, take the under. If the spread is greater than 9.5, take the dog. But take the fave to win outright. But take the dog to cover. Take the favorite to win outright and take the under. With that being said, I will do exactly what I just said.
So you want Rams spread, Chiefs money line, and the under.
And the under. The Chiefs money line will be played in my favorites parlay, which just hit for last week, by the way.
It just cashed. What was the final score?
It was
27-24, wasn't it?
38-10. 38-10.
Like I said.
49ers.
Bro, you weren't even close.
Not even close. That favorites parlay last week. That favorites parlay last week, by the way, +820 that we just hit.
It was +820? Why did I put 433 in the dot?
I don't know.
What was the parlay? Do you have it up right now?
Yep. Commander, all money lines, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Commanders, Pats, Chiefs, Ravens, Cowboys, 49ers.
Commanders, Ravens, Pats, Chiefs, Cowboys, 49ers. I did not put Dallas in there. All right, so last week you had Dallas, and then what was the juice?
+820 on Bovada, obviously.
+820. Okay. Cool. All right.
Anything for you, Jermaine, on this one?
What game were we talking about? I want the
Kansas City Rams.
I want the Whoa, excuse me. I want the under in this game.
The under. Good choice. You don't trust the Rams yet, though.
I don't trust the Rams to cover that spread. No. And that's a fucking outrageous sentence to say out loud.
Jermaine doesn't trust the Rams if they were a rug to cover his floor.
No chance, bro. Like, this team, I thought the Saints were down bad. Nobody even remembers the Rams won the Super Bowl last year. That's how bad they're playing right now. Like, we're not even like, oh, the defending champs, they have the hangovers. Nobody's talking about that. they look awful at football. And I don't want anything to do. Aaron Donald should have retired.
Yeah, maybe he should have.
All right, let's push it to the next game. I think we have 2 more, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. Sunday night game. Got the Packers heading into Philly. Line is currently at 7, -7 for the Eagles, +7 for the Pack. Over-under for this game is at 46.5. Money line for the Packers is going to be +255. Eagles money line -305.
There's also 2 games that aren't on the board, by the way.
I was wondering because the Saints play this week, right? But
The
it's
Saints
not
play
on,
the 49ers, correct?
It's not on the board. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. And then what's the other game?
Have we talked about Cardinals-Chargers yet?
No, we have not.
No. Because they're still playing.
Because they just finished. Yeah, so
Right.
there's no lines.
Just finished.
Okay.
Right.
Yep. All right. Anyways, Eagles, you already gave the Lions, Nevada, right?
Yeah. -7 for the Eagles, 46.5 over-under.
So here's the thing. Rest advantage, rest disadvantage. Packers played on Thursday night. Since 2019, the Packers with a rest advantage. 11-5 straight up. 10-6 against the spread. The Philadelphia Eagles with a rest disadvantage. 5-1 straight up. 5-6 against the spread. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take both the Green Bay Packers spread and the Green Bay Packers money line.
I don't know why, man. I was looking at this and I was like, this feels like a Green Bay win, doesn't it?
This feels like a Aaron Rodgers get right game, and I know we've been saying it all year.
It's just, it's cold now. Philadelphia's not looking as Philadelphia as they were to start the season.
Right?
I think I'm going to abstain from the spread. Oh, actually.
Yeah. He wants it. Abstain from the money line.
No, I was going to take the money line and just like, hey, if they cover the spread, fuck it. I wanted to. I'll take both. Give me the +7. Give me the money line. Fuck it. Aaron Rodgers prime time after Turkey Day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's go. Fascinating.
All right.
This is fascinating. I don't know. That line jumped out at me. I was like, it was like, yo, give me Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown. It's still Aaron Rodgers. I don't care how bad he is this year. I'm still taking Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
All right. And finally, as of right now, the Monday night game, we got the Steelers going to visit the Jeff Saturday Fighting Colts. Spread is currently at 2.5, -2.5 for the Colts, +2.5 for the Steelers. Over-under is at 39. Money line for the Steelers +120 and -140 for the Colts.
There's no Knicks betting nuggets for this game.
TJ Watt's back. I'm taking Steelers money line.
I don't want anything.
All right, so I think since we're not doing the last 2 games, the New Orleans.
Let me just real quick, right? Because they play on Monday Night Football. The 49ers here. Let me pull it up. The 49ers. 49ers at home are at home hosting the Saints. 49ers with a rest advantage, with a rest disadvantage since 2019. 10-1 straight up, 9-1-1 against the spread. New Orleans Saints with a rest disadvantage, 7-1 straight up, 4-4 against the spread, which means you can just write this in the doc, give me 49ers spread. And I'm going to take 49ers money line in a parlay. The other game that we just saw on Monday night, the Arizona Cardinals also at home. They host the Los Angeles Chargers. The line opened. Oh, sorry. The New Orleans line opened on Bovada. These are Bovada odds, by the way.
Wait. Hold on. We just did New Orleans.
I know. I'm telling you what the line opened at. That line opened 8.5. Obviously, we'll see when it officially posts after Monday Night Football. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So because you brought up the Chargers Cardinals.
I know.
So we went back.
And then I went to say what they opened at, and I was like, well, let me finish. Let me tell what the Saints
I want 49ers money line as well.
Okay. So Arizona hosts the Chargers. That game opened at Chargers -2.5.
Oh, hammer.
Chargers -2.5 on the road in Arizona. Arizona with the rest disadvantaged since 2019, 3-5 straight up, 3-4-1 against the spread. The Chargers with a rest advantage, 3-6 straight up and against the spread. I don't want to check. I don't want any action in this game.
Chargers spread. I'll take Chargers spread.
No bye weeks, by the way, week 12. And yeah. So, Nevada, do you have DraftKings pulled up for a parlay?
Give it to me.
Okay. I want Seattle, Dallas.
You're doing money lines, correct?
Money lines, correct. San Francisco.
Which won't be on there.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, which won't be on there. So for right now, let's do Seattle, Dallas, Miami, Kansas City, Tennessee, New England, Green Bay. What does that pay me?
Green Bay is not a favorite.
I know they're not. This is just a parlay.
You said the Pats, correct?
Correct.
All right, so let me just double check. We got Seattle, Cowboys, Dolphins, Chiefs, Titans, Packers, Pats.
That's it.
That would pay out a 37-41.
And then if you add San Fran, it's probably
and then
go up a little
add
more.
San Fran in there, yeah. So here's so once San Fran posts tomorrow, I'm going to play a favorites parlay. So 3 parlays this week. 4 parlays that we're playing. Jermaine and I already gave you our Thanksgiving parlay, right?
Always got to do a Thanksgiving parlay.
Got to do a Thanksgiving parlay, right? That was, where was it? That was Buffalo, Detroit under, Dallas -9, and New England money line. Also, give me a favorites parlay. And you don't have to type this in, Nevada, because I'll put the odds in the doc from Bovada, though, unfortunately. I want a favorite parlay of Seattle, Dallas, San Francisco, Miami, and Kansas City. It's a 5-team parlay. And I'm taking these dogs on the money line. Tennessee, New England, Jacksonville, and Green Bay. I may do some sort of, round robin friggin'
teaser,
whatchamacallit. Well, not teaser, but like a round robin parlay where if all 4 of them hit, you get X amount of money. But if you hit 2 of them, you still get money. So,
yeah, teasers are where it's at when you're betting NFL, man.
Yep.
You just cash money. I've loved teasers since I started betting. It's great. If you don't know what they are, go look it up. I'm not going to sit here and explain it. So, man, I think we took a lot of bets this week.
We did. I think it's a great board.
I loved it. This is the first slate. I've loved every matchup.
My advice is, I hope this board does not shift when we put out this podcast, because it's a good board right now. I'll probably make some bets after the podcast tonight. I'll make some bets tomorrow morning when I wake up, and we'll see where it goes.
And this is not the year they're doing the Black Friday game. It's next year is when they're going to start that dumb shit, right?
Correct.
Okay, so now I won't tune into the NFL Thursday and Friday this week. Got it. Actually, I will be watching Thanksgiving.
Right. The only Thursday games we like are Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Historically, those are the only ones who ever really are good also.
Right.
At least in my head. And that's how life works for me. So, I think that wraps it up. We kept Nevada gainfully employed. I must have 16 bets out this week. Nick has a cajillion parlays and boy, we're cruising for a bruising. It feels like
it's gonna be great or it's gonna be fun.
That's so funny. Before we dip out, did we do our head to head already?
We have not.
We didn't.
Oh
See,
man,
that's the one thing. That's the one thing that we were really bad at when Eric leaves.
It is. I forget for sure, dude.
Right.
That's so funny. All right, so Nevada, quick recap of the records, and then we'll get right into it.
Yeah, Jermaine, you're at 3-7. Nick is at 5-5. Eric is at 6-4.
Nick and Eric are in one.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm on the clock. I'm so bad at this, man. Well, why is it that I can have a pretty good record, weekly picks, but when it comes to just picking one,
you're not good at down selecting.
I just cannot do it. Let me go ahead and I'm looking at Tennessee money line. I'm looking at New England plus 2.5. I mean, Green Bay money line looks awesome. That we have New England money line out for me twice. Just give me Tennessee money line.
I bet New England money line last week, right?
Yeah, you can't do it this week.
I want Green Bay. I want Aaron Rodgers with a touchdown. Green Bay plus 7.
Plus 7.
I actually lied, Nick. So for our weekly picks, I'm 30, 26, and 1, and you're 30 and 27.
Liar. You got me by a half game then, right?
Yeah. I guess it would technically be tie because I have that push.
Right.
But like I would be seated above you if we were doing seating.
Right.
All right, Nevada, you're on the clock. Head to head. Give it to us.
First head to head pick ever. Don't blow it. Don't take like Denver money line or some stupid shit like that.
No, but Eric texted me and he said, "You know what? I want to go bold." And I said, "What do you want, buddy?" And he said, "Give me Broncos Panthers under 35."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nope. Eric doesn't get to pick his pick. We went over this.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to text him, so now you're in the doghouse as well. If you do not attend the episode, you get no say in your pick.
Right.
Eric has now defaulted instead of Nevada picking because Nevada didn't do it. Eric has now defaulted to Kansas City minus 14.5.
Yes.
That's why I told you, Nevada, you had to pick it. My guy, you can't. He couldn't show up. He couldn't make it. I don't care if his internet sucks. I understand that his folks don't have the best internet. That is perfectly fine. I'm sorry, you're not here. And he's not even going to listen to this podcast.
Yeah. That's the worst thing. He doesn't even listen.
So like,
he's not even going to hear us talking shit to him.
Yeah, I mean, you could put that little under 35, and that's not bold. Like the stat we're throwing out right now is that if Denver could score 18 points, they'd be the best team in the AFC. Right. Nevada.
And it wouldn't even really be close.
No. Like that's what's so crazy. Like they'd have a game lead on Kansas City if they they'd have a lead for the conference on Kansas City. Nevada doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah, Nevada's just done. He's given up.
Go Avs.
Go Avs.
That's a defeated man right there.
Go Avs, go.
Oh man.
You tell him, Nevada.
Speaking of Money in Broncos, I know Jermaine, you asked this in the pre-show because Broncos cut
Country
Melvin Gordon today, which was the cancer of the team. But Jermaine, you brought up, what about Russell? Do we have to stick with Russell? Because what about cutting him? Would you like to guess what his dead cap hit would be?
Oh, so I guessed pre-show, right?
I think you said like 60.
Yeah, I think I said 63.6 or something like that. I'm gonna stick with that, but the way you said it makes me think it's even higher, and that scares the fuck out of me. But all right, Nick, do you want to guess, or you just want to let him report it?
What was his contract for in Nevada?
5 for 243.
Oh my god! I knew that number, but
his dead cap is $80 million.
His dead cap hit is 124.
Oh shit!
Next year it goes down. It's a bargain at 107.
Oh my god, that hurt my heart.
Pay the man.
Oh, yo, you just said $124 million dead cap hit.
Yeah. How many quarterbacks do you think you could afford with? How many offensive linemen do you think you could afford with that?
Bro, I could field the entire XFL for that. Oh my god, Nevada. Oh man, I had. What's the NFL salary cap? I was trying to remember my question, bro. What's the NFL salary cap? If his dead cap is
it is at 208.
Oh my god. Russell Wilson is a 60. What is that? 60%.
Yeah.
60%.
You had him on a normal team.
Oh.
But hey, we got rid of Melvin.
Because he fumbles too much.
We're good to go.
He fumbles too much. I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't want him either.
You know how fed up they were with Melvin Gordon? They were like, hey, Javonte Williams tore his ACL. The running back we just traded for in Chase Edmonds in the Bradley Chubb trade has a ankle sprain that looks not good. Like he's probably done for the year. And they still cut Melvin Gordon, bro. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's extra fed up.
They were like, look, we'd rather lose than watch you fumble another football. They were like, we'd rather just line up Russell Wilson and run him since he can't throw it.
Yeah. Melvin fumbling inside the 5. It's a tale as old as time. Yeah, I miss him.
I mean, how many points could he have had for my fantasy, which is already doing well?
I mean, he probably would have put you over 18 points.
Okay.
Just held on to the freaking ball.
Yep.
All right, let me ask one.
How many different games? How many games are different? Nevada.
I'm sorry, what was it? Games are different?
Yeah, if Melvin doesn't fumble.
I think I can think off the top of my head. He's had 3 or 4 on the goal line or within the 5-yard line that he lost.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, these are all red zone.
Yeah. I think he's had one that's been outside the red zone.
I knew it was bad. I didn't realize it was that bad. So he actually literally did cost you. Well, I mean, Russell Wilson certainly didn't help. He has a lot of blame as well. Let me ask you this. Does anybody sign Melvin Gordon?
They have to, right?
I would think so. You know where I think Melvin Gordon ending up would be just absolute comedy? Miami.
What's that? Miami. Yeah. Just with their slew of running backs, so he could take touches away from Jeff Wilson.
Yeah, it's because they traded Chase Edmonds to the Broncos, and then they signed Melvin Gordon. They're like, yo, technically Melvin Gordon has been better than Chase Edmonds. All Mike McDonald, as Nick always affectionately likes to refer to him, even though his name is Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, Mike McDonald.
He would know. I just won't. When we're 20 yards in, I'm just not going to hand it to Melvin Gordon. Watch Melvin Gordon's value skyrocket.
Yeah, you just don't give it to him, right? You have a red zone back, and he's not Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, exactly. You got 2 red zone backs. Melvin Gordon could catch the passes. I don't know. That was the first team that popped into my head. You guys got anything else for the faithful listeners?
I don't.
We're all good here. Eric, get back from the water cooler. Tired of doing your job for you.
Damn. Crack the whip.
So actually,
Right,
I do have. Yeah, not that Eric's gonna hear. I do have one thing. Looking at an ESPN article that talks about Melvin Gordon getting cut out of his latest after his latest fumble. It was Gordon's second fumble against the Raiders inside the opponent's 2-yard line or closer. He fumbled in the Seattle Seahawks 1-yard line in the Broncos' season-opening 17-16 loss. And his one in Week 4, the loss to the Raiders, was returned for a touchdown.
Yeah, all
We're
right.
going places, boys.
Yeah, he probably should have been cut. To be maybe he probably should have been.
The Broncos lost that game to the Raiders by 9. Obviously, the Broncos lost the game to the Seahawks by 1, and they lost the game to the Raiders this week by 6
in overtime.
So Melvin Gordon is now wins above replacement -3, just to start off.
That's not even doing the rest of math. That's great. What was that?
Yeah. I was gonna say that's not good for a guy who gets two or three touches a game.
Yeah.
God damn, Melvin Gordon fell off a fucking cliff. Oh man, I don't know. New York Jets, Jacksonville. Those are two interesting spots for Melvin Gordon as well. I still think he's got tread. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe
Does he
I'm
get
wrong.
re-signed this year? No, right?
I would say yes.
Oh, you do say? Pittsburgh, maybe?
Pittsburgh's interesting. Although Najee Harris finally understood that if I run downhill instead of side to side or shimmying, I could actually gain some yards.
Yeah. Shout
out Najee for having 2 touchdowns and 90 yards on my fucking bench, you fucking bum. I'm just kidding. I'm glad that he's back because now I can play him with confidence. I have no clue what he was doing before the season, but I digress. Fantasy football is the bane of my existence currently. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast Room303. I've been your host, Jermaine Colon Mendez. This has been my co-host, Nicholas Moorhan. And as always, we have with us Nutty Putty. We'll see you next time when you come on down and step into the room.